joined by Costa Georgiadis. Tim is teamed up with Zoe Norton-Lodge. And Gary starts with Craig Rucastle in the news quiz where you can betray your way to the top, win the week. Here's your host, Alex Lane.
Hello and welcome to the quiz where regular Aussies pair up with celebrities to test their news knowledge and their loyalty. Let's meet our teams. Our first team captain is Helen. She's a sports-mad retiree who loves horse racing and the footy. Tonight, she's off to the races with the host of Gardening Australia, Costa Georgiadis. Now, Helen, you don't mind a bit of a flutter. What's the secret to picking a winner?
Oh, gosh, it's those glossy flanks, the speed, the rich mane, the intensity. Just what I want in my men.
Wow. So how do you feel about your Greek stallion over here? He's got a pretty good mane.
Oh, that's between him and me after the show.
I'm just enjoying seeing Costa being speechless for the first time.
Yeah, I'm blushing under the beard here. You can see it.
Up next, we have Team Tim. Tim does the morning traffic report on the radio. Well, on hand tonight to get him out of a jam from Reputation Rehab and the checkout, it's Zoe Norton-Lodge. So, Tim, you're a traffic reporter. And do you get to go up in the chopper?
Sometimes.
Wow, what's that like?
It's pretty cool, except that people imagine that I'm flying the chopper at the same time as well.
Oh, right, and you're not doing that?
I'm not. I guess it just seems like such an easy job, they must give me something else to do.
You must know all the shortcuts, but Tim, you're also not above taking some shortcuts to win in a competition?
I have done it before, yes. At high school, we had a big walkathon, and my group of friends were always last whenever there was a walkathon, so we thought we'd catch a taxi. But we got there too early, and we realised no one would believe we'd win, so then we went to a cafe to kill some time and walked back and was still last.
So my team partner cheated and came last.
And came last.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Zoe, have you ever cut corners to get ahead like Tim?
I didn't do sport in year 10. It was compulsory. I didn't do it because I realised, how's this, kids? If you don't enrol in a sport at all, you can't get marked absent.
Genius.
Yeah. And look at me now.
All right, our final team captain is Gary. He's a former high school mascot who grew up to be a customer success manager. Well, he managed to have success with his celebrity teammate tonight. It's Craig Rucastle. Gary, how did you become the high school mascot?
I was a bad kid, got into detention, had to clean up the PE room and found this chicken cock. I called it a fighting cock because I thought that was a better name for it.
Yeah,
but it was a chicken outfit, and I put that on and wore that to the rugby game.
Such an inspiring animal, the chicken.
That's right.
It is. It is. Hang on a
Strong
sec.
and powerful.
Yes. Did you ever punch on and intimidate any of the other mascots?
No, the chicken didn't really intimidate anyone, really.
So despite being the fighting cock, you were more sitting on the
I was more of a
sidelines
passive cock, yeah. Stop saying
Cock, are you
cock.
going to be tonight, Craig?
Just a disappointing one, yeah.
Well, those are our teams for now, but one of our team captains will have their loyalty tested at the end of round 1. So let's find out who will win the week. In Double or Nothing, questions are asked in pairs. Team captains buzz in for the first one, but they only get the points if their celebrity partner can then answer a follow-up question. Hands on buzzers, team captains. First question. What form of dance will be making its debut at the... Gary.
That would be breakdancing at the 2024 Paris Olympics.
That's right, you got that. Well done. It's breakdancing will be happening in Paris. All right, that means the pressure's on you, Craig, for Gary to be able to keep those points. Craig, for Double or Nothing, why were there complaints about this butt at the Olympics this week?
I think I do know this. I think that butt was scaring horses or something in the equestrian.
You were right, he was part of the equestrian course, and some riders did think a life-size sumo in the fighting position was scaring their horses.
So he was on the actual course. I thought he was just near the course.
No, it was right there, and it was the riders were saying as they turned a corner, it was right there.
I mean, at least it wasn't like an Australian guy, because the horses would have been like, don't punch me.
All right, next question for our team captains. A tradie was charged with fraud this week.
He was pretending he was COVID positive.
That's right.
But no.
That's right. It meant his co-workers were stood down and they had to close all these locations for cleaning. So that means Costa for double or nothing. Dame Sarah Gilbert, who invented the AstraZeneca vaccine, was honoured this week with what in her likeness?
I believe that she was honoured with a Barbie doll in her likeness.
That's right. Yes, correct.
Yes.
There she is there with her Barbie doll. Unfortunately, most Australians are waiting for the Pfizer Barbie, so...
I've been collaborating for a new seedling range to come out. It's the Astro Zucchini.
Is that just for gardeners over 60?
All right, team captains, final one. Which premier was in hotel quarantine this week after Gary?
That'd be Anastasia Palaszczuk.
That is the right answer. It was Anastasia Palaszczuk.
Palaszczuk.
Anastasia.
Anastasia. It's Anastasia.
I'm not sure who we meant.
I'm from Canada. That's how we say it in Canada.
Oh, yeah. It's regional
She's
pronunciation.
big in Canada. Huge in Canada.
Look, that was a pretty easy one. So, Craig,
Yes.
for double or nothing, spell Palaszczuk.
He can't say it. Why should I spell it?
I can't spell anything.
Craig.
It's a C and an H.
Oh, my God. P-A-L-A-S-C-Z.
No, that's wrong.
U-K-Z.
Anyone else? Can anyone else buzz in with the answer? Sorry, no points for you there, Gary. Helen.
Come on, Helen.
P-A-L-A-S-Z-C-Z-U-K.
You got it.
I didn't know this show had become a spelling bee.
Craig, can you spell wrong?
Wrong, yeah. I think there's R-O-N-G.
It's time for our next game. Teams are shown a headline from the week where one word has been replaced with the word pants. Hands on buzzers.
P-A-N-T-S.
IKEA loyal customers can now win a candle that smells like its famous pants. Tim.
It's the Swedish meatballs.
That's correct. Points on the board there for Team Tim. Greg Norman begs US President Joe Biden to give unused pants to Australia.
Pfizer.
Pfizer is correct. Coach thrown out of Olympics for horse pants. Tim.
Sumo?
No, not sumo. The answer was punch.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of horse punching in the news
That
lately.
happened in the Olympics as
A
well?
German coach punched a horse.
It's not going to become the next pandemic, is it?
Next question. Barack Obama reduces size of huge pants following criticism.
Attendance at his 60th birthday.
That's right, yes. His birthday party was cut down. Barnaby Joyce denied entry to pants. Tim.
Parliament?
Ooh.
Oh, no, that's wishful
That'll do.
thinking,
I'll give you
sorry.
that one. Yep, it was Canberra. He was not allowed because of lockdown. All right. Fish with human-like pants caught in North Carolina. Gary.
Human-like eyes?
Not eyes. No, the answer was teeth. And they weren't lying. Let's have a look. There it is.
That looks like a horse.
It does.
Yeah.
I want to punch it.
At the end of round one, coming first is Team Helen on 20 points. In second place, we've got Team Tim on 15 points. And that means coming last is Team Gary, which means, Gary, you have a decision to make. But before we get your answer, Craig, the customer's always right, but looks like you're always wrong.
I got one right, but yes, look, I didn't know spelling was going to be a big part of the game. G-A-R-Y.
He's trying now, really.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
really trying now.
Yeah, it's a bit sad.
Yeah, no, that's not a good start.
Helen, do you think you could retain your lead if you didn't have Costa?
But I would have to say it's not so much how does your garden grow, but how does your garden know?
Just blink twice if you need to escape. So what about you, Tim? Are you pretty happy here coasting in second place with Zoe?
I think I'm pretty happy coasting in second place at the moment. I think Zoe might have a secret knowledge that might come to the fore a bit later on.
Oh, cute. I don't.
I don't want Craig.
Nobody wants Craig.
Anything's better than Craig.
That's what ABC stands for. Anything better than Craig.
And Gary, the time has come. Do you want to stay or betray?
Look, I believe in Craig, and, I'm going to work with him, and hopefully we're not having this conversation again, but I'm going to keep him.
Man, I was back at school in that moment. Hopefully we're not having this conversation again soon.
Yeah. You're not Craig's mum, are you?
Well, let's see if we're back here after round 2. In Picture This, players are given 2 pictures that hint at a recent news story. They must describe them and together work out the story before their time runs out. All right, Team Gary, get ready. Your time starts now.
What do you got?
All right, I've got bales of hay.
Bales of hay. I've got a pin sticking in the weekend.
So, hay weekend?
Bales, hay.
Bale.
How many bales have you got there, Gary?
I've got 2.
Sorry?
2 bales. 2 bales of hay.
2 bales?
Hay weekend, the weekend.
They're not getting
The weekend,
it.
so 2...
Time's running out.
I feel like I know this, man.
All
What
right.
is it?
2 bales.
All right, I'm going to
Bale.
open it up. Who's got it? Zoe.
It's really bad news. Daryl wants to do a anniversary of Hey Hey It's Saturday for his 50th
That's right.
birthday.
Yes.
No, but that's unfair. My therapist had already blocked it out.
That's right. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Saturday.
Hey, multiple hays.
It is coming back for a 50th anniversary.
I'm just going to move now.
You can see where this
Nobody
is
go,
heading, Craig.
Craig.
We're going to have that conversation, aren't we?
All right, you've got another one there to come back. Your time starts now.
All right, I've got a frontline hospitality worker drive-through giving a drink.
Okay, I've got shots, as in shots.
So that's for hospitality workers getting COVID jabs.
No, that's not the story.
Someone's going to the drive-through and they're handing a
They're
drink.
doing a drink. Oh, in Melbourne,
Oh,
they've
it's
opened up
drive-through. It's in
drive-through
Queensland.
shops.
They open up the drive-through
Vaccines.
COVID vaccines.
In Melbourne, they've
Melbourne.
Craig, Melbourne.
drive-through vaccines in an old Bunnings.
Multiple
There you
places.
go.
That's where the viruses came from, so they might as well fix it.
Exactly.
You got that one. Well done.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Australia's first drive-through vaccination hub is delivering shots, not that kind, to Victorians in their cars. Meanwhile, at a COVID clinic in Cairns, they are taking drive-through a little too literally.
Tempers flared while waiting to get a COVID test in Cairns, with a man run down while trying to stop a car which pushed into the queue at a drive-through clinic.
All right, Team Tim, you're up now. Your time starts now.
Oh, I've got an elderly couple looking lovingly at each other. It's either an ad for funeral insurance or superannuation. I can't tell. What did you call it?
I've got a pie chart. It's divided in thirds, and they're blue, but one of the thirds is a darker blue. What did you have? An elderly couple.
Elderly couple looking lovingly into their eyes on the beach.
On the beach.
Let's
What's
soft
another
focus.
name for a sort of
gra-
elderly people?
Retirees? Like retirees own 2/3 of housing.
No, that's
not?
not the story.
Oh.
What's it? What do we call that
I was
generation?
just misleading
Oh, the
you.
boomers.
Oh, boomers. Oh, it's
The boomers are stealing our
No, I know what
jabs.
this is. The boomers came third in the Olympics. The basketballs. You know how you and I like sport?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the basketball, they came third.
I'm really impressed you knew that.
Thank you.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's
Did
right.
I say she'd deliver the goods?
The Boomers beat Slovenia to come in third place.
It's going to go on TV, isn't it, that I got a sport question right?
Yeah, it's also going to go on TV that you called them the basketballs. So, all right, you've got another question there. Your time starts now.
I've got a white flag. I don't think it's surrendering because it's near a hole with a golf ball next to it on a paddock.
I've got a fruit machine, like a pokey, and it's hit the jackpot.
Right.
Okay, so what else you got? Describe it.
It's well, it's like the white. There's a gate going out into a paddock. There's a lake.
Do it like a meditation. There's a gate going out into a
There's a
paddock.
gate there, and
Do
what
I look
else
like
have
someone
you
who
got?
meditates?
Wait, hold on. We don't have a lot of time. Actually, don't do the meditation.
Yeah. There's a gate. The grass is overgrown. There's actually it looks like a softball, but anyway, it's near a golf thing.
Oh, a hole?
A hole?
Oh, Christina Holgate. Christine Holgate, the post person.
The post person.
Australia Post
Yes.
lady. And she just won that compensation.
She won the $1 million for losing a job.
You've got that one. Australia Post has agreed to award their former CEO, Christine Holgate, a payout of $1 million over her termination.
It was a good approach of Tim's, though, to describe his thing so badly that none of us could jump in.
No clue. No clue at all.
I had no idea what he had in front of him. I still don't.
All right, well, that's your two. That means it's on to you, Team Helen. Your time starts now.
I've got Mel Gibson's head at the end of a doctor's arm with a nurse, or no, a woman just giving birth to Mel Gibson's head.
OK, well, I've got a wire, one of those wires with all those padlocks chained on it, like clipped on it, like those love padlocks.
How many locks have you got there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locks.
6 locks?
6 locks.
The woman looks like she's reaching out to grab Mel's head that the doctor is handing her, but it's baby Mel.
Yeah, so baby Mel.
Oh, come on.
Baby Mel, 6 locks, all right. I'm going to open it up. Craig?
Is it Melbourne's gone into lockdown?
Which lockdown?
6th lockdown?
6th lockdown, yes.
I knew you'd get one eventually, yes.
I mean, if their 6th lockdown wasn't bad enough, that picture has just made it worse.
One more there for you, Team Helen. Your time starts now.
I've got Peter Pan flying through the air.
I got a plate of spaghetti bolognese with 2 big basil leaves. Basil.
Peter Pan.
Don't focus on the leaves, Costa.
OK, yeah.
He always focuses on the damn leaves.
OK, bolognese, spaghetti, pasta, spag bowl.
Spag bowl.
Peter Pan
Spag
flying
bowl,
through the air.
Bowl, spag.
Peter
Pan.
Spag bowl.
Peter bowl. Oh, the runner.
Yes.
The Olympic runner.
Yes. Peter Bowl.
Peter Bowl. Yes.
Came 4th.
4th place.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll give that to you. Well done. That's right. Peter Bowl came 4th in the 800 metres. He was the first Australian in 53 years to make the final.
I mean, he was faster than you guys, that's for sure.
Well, Bill Shorten actually tweeted a picture showing that he trains with Peter Bowl, which explains why Bowl led the entire race and then lost at the last minute. That's the end of round 2. Let's check the scores. Coming first is now Team Tim. Coming in second place, we have Team Gary, which means coming last is Team Helen. Now, that means, Helen, you have a decision to make. Is it time to let this stallion run? Costa, why shouldn't Helen throw you in the compost?
I'm not ready to compost yet. We've got true genetic ties back to the great Greek scholars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pythagoras, Herodotus and Georgiades.
That's right.
Well, Zoe's Greek too, so... If you want to go with another Greek philosopher.
Is that all you got?
OK, I'll take a new tack then.
Helen, I will flag as well, I can grow just as good a beard.
Helen, what are you thinking here?
We've built up a real bond over all these minutes. And my name is Helen, which is a Greek traditional
Of
name.
Troy.
Well, I know that was Turkish, but, you know, we won't split.
He's even getting answers wrong now.
Helen, the time has come. Do you want to stay or betray?
Well, Alex, I believe the only way is up. I'm the horse, Costa is the sumo, and I'm not shying away from anything. I'll stay.
All right, you're safe for now. On to our next round. The following questions are about the news from this week in history. Buzz in for 15 points. This week in 1914, Which country fired the first Allied shots of World War I?
Germany.
Not Germany.
Oh.
Anyone else know this one? Gary.
I'm going to say France.
Wasn't France either. Somewhere a little closer to
on, Craig.
home. Zoe.
Where close to us? Was it Australia?
Yes, it was Australia. What?
Yeah.
4 hours after war was declared, a German cargo ship tried to leave Port Phillip Bay and Australia fired a warning shot across its bow.
A warning shot across its bow, or did it miss?
Next question. This week in 1998, one Australian city was living in fear of these symptoms.
A few squidgy poos and lots of bloating and lots of burping and lots of incredibly malodorous flatulence. It's described as once smelt, never forgotten.
What was happening?
I became less certain as it went on. Was it when Sydney had the Giardia infestation?
Giardia?
Giardia? I don't know.
Yes, we will give you that one. It was the Sydney water crisis.
Oh, yeah.
They did some testing and found cryptosporidium and Giardia in the water, and everyone had to boil their water. All right, next question. This week in 1948, Dutch woman Fanny Blankers-Koen became the first woman to win 4 gold medals at an Olympics. What was she carrying during the races? Tim.
Was she carrying a baby?
She was. She was carrying a baby. She was pregnant.
Did they have to give her 2 gold medals, like one little one?
Oh, maybe did she win because she just crossed the line first?
All right, on to our next game. In bleeping news, teams are all shown a clip with 2 parts bleeped out. Captains must guess the first bleep, celebrities the second.
Well, turning 40 is usually a good excuse to but Meghan Markle has instead used her big birthday to do good.
Never one to miss out, Harry made a cameo. He can be seen in the background during filming.
All right, let's see your answers. Turning 40 is usually a good excuse to...
Party.
Party. Harry made a cameo. He can be seen playing in the background during filming. Like that little illustration there too, Costa.
Looking for a couple extra points.
Next team. Turning 40 is usually a good excuse to party. Harry made a cameo. He can be seen...
Looking at Ancestry.com to figure out what the hell's going on with his family. It's quite complicated. I've watched The Crown. It's tricky.
All right. Turning 40 is usually a good excuse to...
Celebrate?
Celebrate. Harry made a cameo. He can be seen...
Wearing a Nazi uniform?
Wearing a Nazi uniform.
Then I realised it was recent. I think it was actually juggling.
Juggling. All right, let's have a look at the clip.
Well, turning 40 is usually a good excuse to party, but Meghan Markle has instead used her big birthday to do good.
Never one to miss out, Harry made a cameo. He can be seen juggling in the background during filming.
So party was correct, not playing, unfortunately.
Oh, juggling is playing.
Maybe.
I consider it a playful activity.
You drew a swing, mate. You can't fool anyone.
That's a juggle. You're juggling there. It's like...
Ironically, your drawing led to less points.
Party is correct, not Ancestry.com, so points for team Tim and points for juggling for Craig there. Well done, everyone. Let's see how that affects the scores. So at the end of round 3, Team Tim is winning on 105 points. Coming in second is Team Gary on 70 points. And coming in last is Team Helen on 50 points. Now that means, Helen, it's time to ask some tough questions. How much is Costa costing ya? Costa, what's going on? What can you promise Helen for this final round?
The writing's on the wall. I'm still ready to swing into the final round. I'm ready to play.
What about you, Team Tim? Feeling very confident up there?
I'm feeling a little less confident this round. I think I got a little sabotaged a bit with Harry on Ancestry.com.
Oh. Bit of sabotage. You think Zoe's secretly working for Helen or something like that? Well,
Only one way to find out, Helen.
Who would you feel confident with, Tim? Who can you trust?
Well, I mean, Costa and Craig obviously don't know anything, but I think I think they'd be less likely to jump on the button and prove their ignorance. So, so maybe Craig.
Oh, honeymoon's over in first place, isn't it?
Just
Trouble in
mediation,
paradise.
okay? Just stay out of it for a minute.
The pressure at the top. All right, Helen, it's time for you to make your decision.
I'm still good, Helen.
Are you going to stay or betray?
I think the race is over.
All right. Pick up your nameplate there, Costa. Who are you choosing?
Why not we try a bit of girl power?
All right, Zoe. Pick up your nameplate. Let's light up the fail trail.
Is that for me?
That's for you.
You have failed, yes.
You renovate that garden path.
Righto, Tim, I'm here, mate. I'm ready
Here
to
we go.
Okay, we're up to the final round. Let's see who's up to the minute. 10 points for right answers, but you lose 10 if you get it wrong. Hands on buzzers. Anyone can win it. This week, footballer Lionel Messi announced he was leaving what club? Gary.
Barcelona.
Correct. According to Forbes, who this week became the wealthiest female musician in the world? Craig.
Rihanna?
Correct. NASA is recruiting volunteers for a year-long simulated mission to where, Tim?
Mars?
Correct. Winning a silver medal in equestrian was the daughter of which?
Bruce Springsteen.
Correct. Which famous rock star? Bruce Springsteen. The TGA has this week approved which new vaccine? Craig.
Moderna?
Moderna. Which new vaccine for use in Australia? Moderna is correct.
Have we ordered any yet?
What ironically collapsed at a Titanic museum, injuring 3 people? Tim.
The iceberg?
That's right, it was a display iceberg.
You guessed that too.
That is a good guess. That is quality.
This 800-year-old carving of a naked man went viral this week. What type of building was it discovered in? Helen?
It was a church.
It was a church, correct.
Amen, Helen.
Which bridge over the Thames in London was stuck open this week? Helen?
Millennium?
It wasn't the Millennium. It was the Tower Bridge. What position did Australia finish up on the Olympic medal tally? Craig?
8?
That's not right. It was 6th. Who said the US women's soccer team only got a bronze medal because they were too woke? All right, Helen?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is correct. Well done. All right, that's it. The final scores. Coming in 3rd place, we have Team Helen. In 2nd place, on 90 points, we have Team Gary, which means on 125 points, the winner is Team Tim. Tim, you have won the week and you get to keep it as immortalised in this incredible one-of-a-kind mounted Cats in Hats 2021 calendar. Congratulations, Tim. Well, that's the